A new group comprising international statesmen, trade unionists and employers has been formed to help Ukraine kickstart its economy, which is on the verge of collapse. With soaring inflation, tumbling GDP and a currency whose value is plummeting, their task is to come up with $1 billion reconstruction plan aimed at attracting foreign investment. Ukraine is in a catch-22 situation. The crisis means business desperately needs investment, but it also means that foreign investors are reluctant to put their cash in.
The most important asset of Ukraine is the people, and the human resources are absolutely fantastic, and the talent and the education background are quite famous.
Put together in Vienna by the controversial Ukrainian businessman Dmytro Firtash, the Agency for the Modernization of Ukraine is made up of former figures from the world of European politics. It also includes prominent thinkers.
In order to build a prosperous economy, you have to have a sane background and ground and roots regarding politics and ethics.
The new reform group does not intend to contradict the Ukrainian government's efforts, as the key problems to solve are mainly the same: lack of tax transparency, the black economy and corruption, something Poland, for example, has already experienced.
Besides necessary regulations, legislation, institutions, etc., I think that it is so important to convince ordinary Ukrainians that you really don't have to pay. This is a very simple message, but most of the people don't believe that it is possible. That when the majority share the same approach, it will be a very strong punch against corruption.
The group says the presidents of Ukraine and France back the plan. Once it is ready, they will start raising funds. The UK's Prime Ministerial Trade Envoy, Lord Richard Risby, has stressed he has discussed it with David Cameron's office.
Of course. I've been closely in touch with his office. I've been talking to our Foreign Secretary about this. Of course, they're so anxious for this matter to be resolved, and therefore they support our process. And I want to add, so do our American friends, who I've been in contact with as well. Ukraine has friends.
This agency wants to raise up to $300 billion in the investment fund. Germany's Peter Steinbrück will head the group's efforts.
Yes, we have to mobilize capital. This will be a great challenge. Up to now, on the other side, the International Monetary Fund and the European Union has already made a commitment to support the Ukrainian. But I think in terms of a Marshall Plan, as some people could be quoted, I think we're talking about more money. Not in 1 year, but over some years.
So, how do they think Ukraine's vicious circle can be broken?
Ethics.
Stability.
Patience.
Stability.
Reliable conditions.
And no corrupted.